Happy high vibrations. May your mind, body, and soul work as one whole. All right, everybody. The pole shift is already officially upon us. Okay. I want you to check this out. Here's an item. It doesn't have any magnets connected to it or inside it at all. This is one of my EBBs, energy body batteries, anionizers. It creates piezoelectricity. The metals and crystals and minerals inside that are compressed by the resin create a voltage that then converts the metals into a magnet, the same way that a battery, if you attach copper wires and a nail, would. It's not strong enough to pick up any metals. It doesn't have any metals whatsoever or magnet inside here. Okay, that's why I'm rubbing it against it. However, it's strong enough and it's producing enough piezoelectricity to creating a north polarity on the magnetic spectrum. This is what you want when you're purchasing orgone, or what you want from any spiritual device. You only want it to turn clockwise. Any spiritual device that's going to turn anti-clockwise on a positive spiritual level is anti-life. Okay? There's no two words about it. That just is what it is. Now, something that is negative ions, they're produced from the north end of the magnetic spectrum. That will turn counterclockwise only because it's negative. It is grounding. Okay? It halts the growth of and proliferation of cancer cells. Anything on the south grows and proliferates cancer and cell growth. Okay? So, for instance, if you have an injury, you want to then treat it magnetically. You'd want this north pole to be exposed to it. Once it starts turning over and the probiotics outweigh the antibiotics, then you can then grow the probiotics, because they'll grow at a faster rate than the negative. But that's the only case you'd want to grow injured, the molecular structure in the injured area. Otherwise, what they do is, the philosophy is to completely wipe out all the cells and let your body generate healthy cells. But I'm going to show you that right now the electromagnetic frequency radiation is magnetically shifting Earth from north polarity to south polarity, meaning that everything from Earth's electromagnetic field to its ability to sustain itself and regenerate energy for itself has been depleted, has been reversed. Okay? When we see a pole shift, we think that, Earth is going to turn upside down. There's going to be a whole bunch of earthquakes and all sorts of just craziness, and it's just going to be nuts, right? So here's a magnet. Here's a cap. I'm making some EBBs right now. Ironically, they have my initials in them. I don't know if you can see that, CC. But again, you'll see that I convert everything so that it is connected to the North Pole, right? If you flip it upside down, then you're going to have the South Pole, right? I can pick this up. Now, I wish I didn't do that, because now that's magnetized. I won't use that, but I'll use this piece over here. Okay, this is a dime. My hands are not magnetized, okay? I have metal salts in me. I'm geared for the North Pole. However, if you don't have one of my EBBs, there's a 100% chance that your body is South Pole. Okay, your polarity is south. Okay, you're connected to the south. Okay, now here's the dime. You see that? I just picked it up and I put it on its side. So that means any side, either side is south. Okay? Either side of this is south. So this right here defies the normal magnet, because a magnet would have a North Pole and a South Pole. It's automatic. Okay? So I'm going to turn this completely around this way. See? So that's better. See? That just turned it, something turned this into a magnet. If there's no magnet connected to it, what magnetized this? Let's use this lock. Okay? Again, South Pole. I'm going to turn this upside down. Oh, still South Pole. Now that's a little scary. I'm going to try to find a North Pole. Every part so far of this is South Pole. Oh, here, no. North Pole somewhere around here, but this is a little scarier because most of this is South Pole, but whatever. This, again, South Pole. See, no matter what I put down at first, it's South Pole. I'm going to turn this completely upside down, and then this is North Pole. So it's much easier when you have an item like that, because you can flip it. See, I'm going to flip it. Here we go. We have South Pole. Again, I'm going to use chainsaw wrench here. And we have the South Pole. I'm going to flip this to this end. Yeah, here we go. North Pole, right there. Okay. So, this again, this has very little steel in it. This is mainly plastic with a little bit of metal. But it's still able to move it a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So the only thing that can be magnetically charging this is some kind of energy or electrical current that is live, that it's in the atmosphere. Okay? There's no magnets. I want you to go pull out some, get a compass, get some metal objects and non-metal objects and test it for yourself. And if they are magnetically charged, you can assume that there is an energy, there's a current, there's a frequency in our atmosphere that is magnetically charging us. All living things, metal or not, it's inundating those cells. Okay? Colloidal silver is something that I make. Everybody needs to get colloidal silver now, right now. Because it doesn't matter what the threat is. If it's a disease-based threat, a biological-based threat, colloidal silver will be your molecular structure of your cells, and they'll be able to hold and contain their north polarity. Okay, so it will be able to heal itself. You would not need to be augmented. Chaga, very high in copper. It's known as the king of all plants. You need to get yourself some chaga, boiled tea every day, and it will be an anti-inflammatory, get rid of all your toxins. It's an immune system modulator. The list goes on and on what chaga can do for you. There's many people going out there making orgone. Okay? Only I make energy body battery anionizers. I have a certain formula that I use. My spiritual base on how I inform my devices are unique to me. I can guarantee that they're going to change and go south. I make some that turn south only because if you have a strong mind, body, and soul, you have the psychology enough where you're at the stage where you have more good things going on in you than things that are not, then this is okay. Okay? At the end of the day, everything has a north and a south pole. We have a right and a left hand, or a north and a south part of our bodies. But what I'm just trying to let you know and help you experience is the fact that this is why everything on earth cannot get along, because we're all the same charge. That's why they say opposites attract, right? The magnetic opposite, not attitude opposite. Okay? Now you're going to see that this doesn't want anything to do with this cap, because they are the same charge. So imagine your husband, your wife, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father. This is what's happening in our homes. We can't get along because there's an energy out there that's coming from outer space, communicating with inner space, and basically allowing everything, every living thing, everything that exists inside of this globe okay, are being subject to this magnetic charge, this frequency, these free radical protons that are coming from electromagnetic frequency radiation are sauteing our DNA, our cells, molecular structure. They're leaving us open to susceptible to disabilities, disorders, diseases, and demons. This is extremely serious. For less than $25, you can have something that will increase your electric magnetic field, work alongside your heart, have you conducting better energy, increase your consciousness. And of course, right now, everybody's starting to smoke pot. The government is moving it. The only reason why I'm telling you that they're making pot legal now is because this energy also zaps your memory. You have to realize that magnets and memory cards and memory devices are a no-no, because the magnets will wipe out the information that's stored. This is exactly what's happening to us. We have short-term memory. Also, we're being removed from Earth's umbilical cord, which is the connection to the North Pole and the frequencies that flow with it. And so this gives us the comfort, the inner knowing, the innateness. This allows us to be self-substantiated, self-sustaining peoples. Without a connection to the North Pole, our polarity turning clockwise, we are more needy. We vibrate much, much lower. And these low vibration frequencies are exactly what all of these evil energies need to survive and to live within our bodies and in our worlds. So everything is being catered and everything is being prepared for death to survive and thrive. And that's why Earth's atmosphere, both spiritual and physical, are at its worst right now. Okay? This atmosphere is at most fear right now. And we need to change that. So please visit my website, visit me on Facebook, find out how you can get one of these. Don't even worry about looking anywhere else. They're right here. Only I make them. I'm sure other people are starting to whatever make them now, but I'm telling you, this is not something that you can just slap together. It's not a money grab, money thing. The reason why these aren't selling is because they will affect you spiritually and emotionally. And any darkness cannot live in light. Otherwise, it wouldn't be dark. It would be exposed. And everybody is subject to extra dimensional beings. There's no sense knocking the politicians, the police, and everything that is bad right now, because everything is subject to spiritual possession. And this is a spiritual war. And evil works has worked its way in to every crack and crevice of our beings and our societies. And even though we're walking and talking and thinking that we're making decisions of our own and we're all good people in our own minds, I'm telling you, we can be a lot better, because right now evil works is upon us. And the only way we can get rid of it and truly be free-minded and love and have all the freedoms that we feel for some crazy religion that life is taking away from us, these little devices can allow us to get there. Okay? Your third eye, your consciousness, everything that you are trying to achieve on a spiritual level, light, intellectual, intelligence, ascension, all of these things can be achieved by one. Having your strong electromagnetic field, which can be achieved by one of my EBBs, and of course, having the spiritual connection with life. Knowing life as being the supreme being, not being caught up in any names and any deities. It's just very simple. There's two poles. One is death and one is life. Being attached to life and knowing that you're attached to life by saying, I denounce the Antichrist, Lucifer, Satan, all evil works, free me of all disabilities, disorders, diseases, and demons. Okay, sever me from all bonds, ties, and curses and evil forces. My prayer has been out there. You can look it up. It's very, very important. That's all you need to do, is side with life, have a strong electromagnetic field, and you will definitely be a part of life. You'll help Earth turn clockwise. Okay? This is serious, serious stuff. Okay, there's an energy out there that is magnetizing all metals. We have iron-based blood for the most part. Everybody mainly does, except for a small population, which my son is a part of, that have copper-based blood. But for the most part, we consist of water and metals that come in the way of minerals. And this allows us to conduct energy and become magnetized. And so we need to make a decision on what energy is going to magnetize us, because that is going to determine what we're attracting in our lives, and what energy is charging us, because that is going to determine on how we conduct our lives. And if we allow positive protons, it will actually make us things go negative. Okay? Thanks for watching. Art by CIC, Masterpiece Factory, The Farm, IDenounceSatan.com. Please, now's the time. New Year's is coming. Everybody has a resolution, or most of us feel that we want things self-betterment. Now is the time. The pole shift has happened. Okay, it's artificial. It is definitely created by our own sciences. Okay, we need to stop thinking CO2s are the problem. What we need to do is the same thing that we are pretending to do with the nuclear weapons, and go on a satellite disarmament. Okay, stop the proliferation of satellite technology, Wi-Fi technology, and all of these things. It does not matter about our conveniences. If it's going to make our cells proliferated to the point where we're having cancer, we're being born with cancer, okay, we don't even get a chance to live. And if it's going to cause all sorts of disabilities, disorders, and diseases, if it's going to magnetize everybody so that we're the exact same magnet, that means we are not going to be able to connect with anybody. Then it doesn't matter about the false connections that we're making on the internet. It doesn't matter about the false happiness and connection and love that we feel from smoking pot. All of these things are to mask the reality. Okay? You've just seen it. You've just seen me take various metals that I've had in my home, okay, and put them on a compass, and they have enough magnetic charge where they can move the compass. However, they don't have enough magnetic charge where they can pick up other pieces of metal. So that means that they are just a more denser version of you, only because they have more metals in a smaller area than you do in your large area. You see, none of these devices are strong enough, except for this is strong enough because of the type of metal that it is. It's soft and it's dense, and it just absorbs. So, you know, that's very interesting. Okay, that's very interesting that this can almost pick that. It has picked it up. So you go. I'm gonna try something here. Look, I got this. Okay, look, it's south, just like that. See, it's almost able to pick it up. Look. But it's definitely carrying a magnetic charge. Okay? So this is serious. This is the biggest news. The biggest news. This is the biggest news that has come across you in a long time, because this is proof, living proof, that the frequency airwaves in our atmosphere are carrying magnetic energy that are converting the molecular structure, that is literally converting Earth itself from north polarity dominant to south polarity. Serious stuff. Okay? This is not just another video to get you to help me. I need your help, but I need your help helping me help the world. That's the truth. Christopher A. Chaplin, thank you very much. Please spread this video. It needs to go viral. We need to get on a campaign to stop the proliferation of satellite, Wi-Fi, and all the other evil technologies now. Okay? We're getting news alerts. Things are getting a little too serious. We don't need to, all we need to know is a strong electromagnetic field. It doesn't matter what. Nothing can harm you. Why do you think it is consistent in movies? Those that don't have fear, the monster does not go after. Okay? The monster fears a man that is not afraid of it. Thanks.